Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's recipe falls squarely in the category of fun food, not necessarily healthy food. But I saw this on TikTok. I really have to stop watching the food section of TikTok because I saw this recipe and I thought, man, that looks like that would be good. So we're going to give it a try and see how that works out. I have not tried this, so we're going to try it together like most of my TikTok recipes. Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's like a baked, like chicken cacciatore sliders. Let's go with that. That's what it's called. So what you do is you get some tray buns. My son Keaton is coming over. Then we're going to have dinner. And so I thought I would make this recipe. So I have some chicken nuggets that I have cooked. I'm going to show you what brand I like. In case you're wondering, this is my favorite brand, the Yves brand of the nuggets, veggie nuggets. Personally, I find these are the best. I like them better than Margarine and any other brand, including the Beyond Meat ones that are out now. They have them at A&W and such. These are my favorite. So what do we need for the recipe? We need some tray buns. I might make all 12 because I can send the rest home with them. So I might actually make 12. Sorry for the noise, but we're going to make 12. So what we need is some nuggets, some pizza sauce, some garlic butter, and I'm just going to use some of this vegan Becel with a little bit of garlic powder and this garlic and herb seasoning on that, and some mozzarella. And I'm going to use my Violife because it's one of my favorite mozzarellas, or vegan mozzarellas. I'm going to just put a little liner on the tray so it's ready to go. So the first thing you do is you slice your buns in half widthwise. Put a washcloth under your cutting board so it doesn't slide around. So there. All right, so now what we do is we put a little pizza sauce on here. And I would say be fairly generous. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can see that. It's not like this recipe is complicated by any stretch of the imagination. I think it would be a great recipe to let your kids make as a treat. Okay, and now I have my chicken nuggets. Can you see that? Yes. And so I'm just going to set one on each bun. All right, and now what we do is the mozzarella over top. This is barely a recipe. However, I wanted to try it out, and every time I want to try something out, I always think of you guys, and maybe that you guys would like to see how it turns out. So I'm just going to sprinkle some mozzarella on everything, I think being fairly generous to make sure that the recipe that I saw on TikTok wasn't vegan, so they just put a slice of mozzarella on each little nugget. So I'm just going to put a little pile of mozzarella on there. I really like this Violife mozzarella. Oh, Italian seasoning. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So I'm going to put some Italian seasoning, sprinkle that over top. And you know what? I think I'm going to add just a tiny bit of garlic and herb in there too, just to give it a little bit more flavor, because I don't want it to be bland. So that's done. And now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put some pasta sauce, pizza sauce on this side as well. Just a little bit. Again, just to make sure that there's, you know, flavor in every bite. Whoops. I think this one went on here. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but you know. And this one goes on here. All right. So now we brush these with the garlic butter. So I've got a little bowl, and I'm going to spoon some margarine in here. My hands are clean. And then a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning. Actually, I think I'll do a little bit more garlic butter or margarine. Let's put this in the microwave to melt for just a couple minutes until it's all melted. So now I'm going to just stir this up. I am going to add a little bit of salt to that because I think garlic butter should be just a tiny bit salty. And give it a good stir so everything's mixed together. And then I'm going to brush the tops of the buns. There. And then I'm going to wrap this up in tin foil and preheat my oven to, I'm guessing about 400 degrees, and put them in there for, the problem with TikTok recipes is they never say that sort of stuff. So I think what we'll do is we'll put it at 400 for about 30 minutes, covered with foil, and then take the foil off for another 5 or 10 minutes. I was today years old, as they say, when I realized that these little tabs on the edges, the ends of these boxes, are to keep the rolls from pulling out when you pull the foil out. I just turned 56. I just learned that. All right, so I'm just going to cover that. And I'm going to go pick up my son, take him to, from where he's dropping the car off. And then when we get back, I'll put this in the oven. And when I pull it out, you're going to see us both tasting it. We'll see if it's any good. So I will see you in a little while. So the timer's gone off. I put it in for 30 minutes on 400 degrees. And now I'm going to pull it out and take the tin foil off. And we'll see how these things are doing. Oh yeah. You can see that the cheese is starting to melt. So I'm going to put this back in for probably 15 minutes just to make sure everything's nice and melty. And we'll see how that goes. All right, I am here with my son.
Hello. Oh, ouch. Sorry, can we start that take again?
Okay, I am here with Keaton, without the beard, in case you don't recognize him. And we are going to pull this out and see what it's like. And hopefully it will be delicious, but you will get our honest opinion.
It looks good.
It does look good.
It smells good.
It does smell good. So we're going to see what this is like. Oh yeah. Okay, that one is for you. I have made a Caesar salad, so we're going to get a few greens in us. Though, like I said, this is not about health food. This is about fun food. I forgot the dressing. aside from that, here's some dressing. So we're ready to give these things a taste, and we are going to give these chicken Parmesan sliders.
We can't offend the Italians any more than we already have.
Okay, these little chicken nugget sliders. All right.
Thank you for dinner, Mom.
Cheers. Honest opinion. Yeah, those are pretty good.
I could see myself packing away a few of those, especially at like a gathering with folks where you got a couple beers flowing around and these are just kind of there. And they've got an appropriate amount of garlic in them. Mm-hmm. They're cheesy.
Yeah, yeah.
This is pretty good vegan cheese too.
Who knew that you could take the lowly chicken nugget and make it into something like, you're right, actually, this would really be good at a picnic, a barbecue or something like that, and easily something that your kids could make.
The next test will be the leftovers the day after they've been in the fridge for a little bit. Will they still be pretty good if you pop them in the oven for a minute to reheat?
Even if you just sort of wrap them in tin foil and put them in the oven or toaster oven or something like that. Again, it's barely a recipe. It's so simple. And I really do spend too much time on the food end of TikTok. But I'm always seeing these things that are really cool. And I'm always thinking, could I veganize that?
Could I veganize that?
And obviously you can. Because all you really need is a vegan nugget. And again, the Yves are my favorite. Yves, doesn't matter. I showed you the package earlier. They're my favorite chicken nuggets. I think they taste the most like an actual chicken nugget. And then it's just cheese. And it's as simple as that. It doesn't even require me putting a recipe down below. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like sauce, chicken nugget, and cheese.
Yeah, and a little bit of Italian seasoning, garlic butter brushed on the top. Really does make it nice and crispy and garlicky. Anyways, guys, I hope you tried. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the cameo.
Hi there. Please, can I throw something out there?
Sure.
Please leave a comment if you think Can I Veganize That should be a sideshow.
Oh, you mean like a regular...
It'd be like a little playlist thing.
You know what I think, actually, is I think that you guys should send in recipes or dishes that you want to know if I can veganize, and I will see if I can do that.
Yep. Give her a challenge. It's going to be fun. I get to help eat them.
Challenge accepted. So awesome. I hope you make this recipe, and I will talk to you next week.
I'd like to take this moment to address something that I get asked all the time. Are Canadians actually that polite? And the answer is honestly no. Canadians are extremely violent. We all have a deep-seated rage inside of us at all times. When two Canadians meet at a doorway, if one of us doesn't say sorry, you can be absolutely certain there's going to be a knife fight in the parking lot. So Canadians are not actually more polite than other countries. It's just every Canadian respects the kind of damage another Canadian might be able to do.
Well, there you go.